Welcome back, guys, to another speed build. This time, I did a Craftman house. Um, I wanted to build something that was a bit cozy, not too modern, and basically it had a similar style to that. It could possibly have been a house that you built on your own. Um, so it's a Craftman style. I did a bit of googling around trying to find a style that fit. I also wanted to be a bit quirky. So yeah. Trying to figure out. It's been a few days. I've been working on another project, another speed build, quite a big one. So it's been a while since I built this house. I'm trying to remember. I do remember though that this house I mostly went with. Let's start with this because I knew how I wanted the front to have that barn feel to it. So that's what I started with, and then I just slowly added on the different sections, um, and just let the house take shape. Um, yeah. There's a lot of big porches, big balconies. I wanted it. I did not make a family for this house but I did have in mind when I built it what kind of family would have been living here, and the idea was that they would have built the house on their own, and the idea was that the family that lives, well, there isn't a family, but the one that I had in my mind that lives in this house is a family that's has a lot of time um spending time together, and they like the outdoors and activities, and so there's a lot of cozy areas and hangout areas outside on the porches and the balconies. And it's lots of wood because, of course, it's a craftsman house, and I really like wood houses because recently I've been tending towards more the brown. I feel like brown is a really warm color, and yeah, I just got stuck with it. Also, this house is the first. Yeah, this is the first house I actually built a garage to. A freestanding one is not a car in it. I used it the garage later instead as an entertainment area, like a gaming area, that kind, which I thought was better suited. But there is a garage, um, and you can walk into it. You'll see in later on what it is I'm talking about, and my phone is. Well, I can answer that message later. Um, so yeah, this is the garage going. There's a little bit of an attic area above the garage, which you can access through the balcony, like the smaller one. There's a walkway over to it. It's a very small area over the garage. I didn't really have to build anything on it, but I decided to make it a little recreation spa area, and you can only access it through the master bedroom, the parents' bedroom. So, I mean, in a way, that um, how do you say, attic area could be just for the parents, like their recreation. I was thinking of doing like a roof over the balcony because I thought that could be quite nice. Because if you want to access that attic during, if it would be raining, well, it's not raining in Sims, but if it would be raining, it would be quite nice to have roof over your head. But I'm going to remove that roof later on because it didn't really look good, and there was too much roof involved, and yeah, no, it didn't really look good. So I remove it completely. I do end up putting those little sections over the door and on the second floor, so or the first floor. I don't know what you say. So yeah, I really like this house. It has a very nice feel to it. Um, and I wouldn't mind living in it. I like these kind of styles of houses. Um, so yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. Uh, Yes, lots of flowers. I'll put it now in this path here a lamp. That idea was because in the house I partly, well, most of the time grew up in, that where my parents still live. There's a lamp by the walkway up to the house. Which I always like. I don't think it works. That's the thing, but it has a very aesthetically pleasing look to it. So that's what's the idea to that. Lots of flowers. I remember a year or two ago when I built houses in Sims, I squeezed as many plants as I could in the same area to just make it very dense. I don't really do that now. I try to keep a bit more space because when I look around in gardens, in real houses, usually there's not really that much going on. So there's a little pathway circling around the house, so you can imagine your Sims would be able to walk wherever and however they wanted to when they wanted to get around. Yeah, lots of wood tones. I can't really remember. I don't really remember actually the interior of it. I think I used, yeah, I think I keep the rustic floor. No, the rustic floor from Jungle Adventure is on the balcony and the porches, but I'm not so sure of what flooring I use inside. Because there's a rustic floor now, but I don't think I'll keep it. I think I'm using the floor from Pet Cats and Dog. That floor. So that's going to be a little barbecue area outside. Very simple. I kept thinking that this house was all about entertainment and being outside and yeah. And also this is what I'm putting up these lights. These ones a bit all over the place because I thought they were really cute. Because it's a way to really know that this is all about hanging out outside, and there's lots of lights everywhere, and it's like the entire house is a party area. It also shows that tree in the backyard with the lamps in it. I really like that tree. It has such a party feel to it, so I'm really glad that they did add that tree in the end. Yeah, I was thinking of putting lights up above the barbecue area, but it just looks very silly. And I do like those from the nightlife, but they don't really work that well. These are actually wall dividers, but I use them as part of like the garage door or whatever, the one that comes down. You can walk into the garage because I do raise later on. I'm raising the floor up in the garage. That was because I wanted to. There's going to be a bar and I think like a gaming, and I wanted to put a dartboard. But the thing is, if I didn't have the flooring on, because right now it's removed, so if I didn't have the flooring on, I couldn't have a dartboard because it wouldn't lower down. So otherwise, that line that shows where you sim have to stand where they throw, they I dropped something. No, it wouldn't go down on the floor. So that's why I raised the floor in the garage for it to be able to. And I was a bit unsure. You're going to notice later that we're fiddling around with the staircase. Yeah, I did change the floor. Lots of wood tones. I remember I did the kitchen a bit more white, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't keep that brown wallpaper. I think I go towards more the blue, which I usually do. I mean, I'm a blue fantastic. I mean, I can't help it. You, it's like in that massive build I'm working on right now. I ended up with lots of blue everywhere. I don't know. I just love blue. I need to try to practice not to use blue as much. These candles, I really love them from the family pack. I can't remember what the name of it. I really like that warm brown color, but I mean, I wanted the house to feel very rustic, but I didn't really want it to feel that rustic, so I did change it, I think, to a lighter wooden tone. I want to remember I try to keep away from the white as much as I can because I have a tendency to use lots of light colors. Yeah, right now it's very rustic and I don't know, I didn't really get the feel for it. So this area, that little nook next to the staircase, I really like. It's just a little seating area, doesn't really have much in it. It's most just an extension of the kitchen, and also there you have the staircase in the middle as a divider. So it didn't really work, but I really like that little nook. It's you could just sitting there, and maybe if you're waiting for dinner, or I don't know, it's just really like it. That little room turned into an office. It's a very small room, very cramped. That's also because there's a door out to the backyard. So it didn't really fit. I mean, I couldn't really fit much else in it, but I thought it worked fine as it just having a little office. Yeah, it goes really fast. I usually do my videos speed them up like by 7, but this time I did 8. And I notice that because I do get I feel a little dizzy. Yeah, lots of knickknacks all around. This is also, I think, one of the few houses I do which doesn't have a proper hallway. Because when you enter the house, you enter straight into the living room. I mean, I still like it. It's just a little different. So it's going to be the living room with a TV area. It's just very casual. Yeah, this time I think I used this brown. Just to keep it a bit. I just like the darker, because darker colors do give that cozy vibe to it. What else? I make a little bit of an entertainment area with this shelving unit. But I don't know. I use the bookcases instead. Because the shelving unit, I mean, it looks great if you take pictures, but when you have the walls down, you don't really see it. So it doesn't really make any sense. Oh, oh, yawning. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense of having it like that. Yeah, lots of knickknacks. So this is going to be the TV area. I do like the way I combine the bookcases and the shelves. I mean, it works fine. There's a little. I don't know if that pet bed is usable because I did have a small dog when I play tested this house, but what I remember, the dog never went to that pet bed. But then again, I mean, I think it's mostly just for aesthetics I put it there because the pets can sleep wherever. When I play with pets with my Sims, I rarely put a pet bed because I don't see the point. Because the pets can just sleep on the sofas, chairs, you name it. So, yeah, I usually don't use it. I really like that orange chair because it looks like a little pop of colour in the middle of it all. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I see now. I didn't keep the brown wallpaper. That's a bit of a shame. Oh well. I do like my blue. So yeah, just finishing off a little. There's going to be a laundry room. Very rustic. I mean, I usually just use all of the laundry stuff when I do laundry room. So, and I'm not sure if that chair's usable in the office. The computer you can use with the placement. I'm not about the chair though. But I mean, I think it's fine. There's lots of chairs in this house. I mean, you can just remove it if it's in the way. Yeah. That's the thing because I put the toilet next to the window, and I know Sims. I mean, they don't really see windows in that way. But if this was a real house, it would be strange to have a toilet next to windows. So that's why I put that big curtain in front of it, so you wouldn't really be bothered by it. Yeah, so that's like the outdoor space is starting to get into shape. You see, there's a big round table in the back now, and there's a little lounge area. Very simple. I don't think I really, I don't know. I didn't really put that much into it. There's just a little share. I remember now. I don't think I've play tested the washing machines if the placement is okay. I mean, I think they should be able to use it. Just a little bit pet toys around the place. There are enough rooms so you can have 3 bedrooms. I do, with one of the bedrooms, I do actually turn into what's it called, like a storage room instead. Because I thought that would be fun. Instead of having 2 kids' bedroom, I only had 1 kids' bedroom and then a storage room instead. So I thought that was a bit different. So I just put lots of knickknacks in there. So this is up a hallway on the top floor. Yeah, it's just like, it's very simple, really. It's not really much to it. I mean, you can't really add that much into a hallway either way, because it's just a passage through to where you need to go. Yes, that's the top bathroom. And I think, yeah, this is going to be the master bedroom. I usually use that white bed, but I tried to keep it a bit different this time. So there's not really that much white, I think. I keep to that dark brown color instead. Yeah, it's very simple. Not really much going on with it. And this is the kids' bedroom, which I really like because it has that vibrant yellow wallpaper, and I just like colors when it just pops. I don't know if it's for a boy or a girl. It doesn't really matter. I think it's clearly more of a teenage bedroom. So yeah, it's just like, I just put a few things in there. Very simple. It's also usable from what I can remember. Just decorating and decorating. What else? Yeah, putting a bit of ivy around the place. Yeah, I really like this. Here you go, see, it's me starting to work out, just putting a few plates in the garage, because I try to do that whenever I stumble upon anything that I do think I might use. I just place them out so I won't forget them. Okay, so I don't think there's going to be that much else in this kid's bedroom. That's about done. And now we're getting into the storage room, because I wanted that shelving unit, but I didn't really know what else to have in that room. So this is the yeah, now I'm starting to use it as a more of a storage unit, which, I really like it. Just a room where because we all have that room. Well, I don't, because I don't really have. I only live in an apartment, so I don't have that much room. But in houses, there's always one room where all the junk ends up in, where you just put things, you don't really know where else they should be, so they all end up in one room. And I don't know, I just thought that was fitting, because there was also the door out to another part of the balcony. So one way, that's why I chose it as a storage room. Well, I know, not for that reason. I chose it. Well, they cannot go through it. So I didn't put too much junk in there. It is possible to walk through it. So this is little up. Yeah, this is a little lounge area on the top balcony, which is really nice, very vibrant, very cozy. What is that fireplace? So this is where I start experimenting, adding a freestanding chimney, so I can have fireplace. it didn't really work out that well. You see, I'm trying it out and it just looks so weird. I mean, it could probably be okay because, I mean, having a freestanding fireplace just like on the balcony, that would be pretty cool. So, like, if you're out there in the evening and it's getting a little chilly, you can just light up the fireplace. But I did not end up having it because it just, I don't know, I wasn't quite comfortable with the way it looked and it just looks a little weird. So, um, yeah, I just left it. Um, Yeah, I've removed that lounge area downstairs because it didn't really work out very well. Um, so yeah, there's still like about 5 minutes left, and basically it's just I'm just putting up in things um that felt amiss, and uh, just adding a few details and trying to work out things. I'm trying to work out fire pit instead, but I did want that big open fireplace by the barbecue area, so I did leave that one with just a simple barbecue and some chairs, and just uh, putting up a few lights, and now I start to work on the garage. And I didn't know I wanted this was supposed to be the entertainment area. This is where every fun thing is going to happen. Um, so yeah, but this is why what's it called? Ah, I said it before. Dartboard. So this is where I raise up the floor. So it's like you could think like that. This used to be a garage, but it was converted to an sort of an open entertainment area. That not really that advanced. There's a bar, some neon signs, a dartboard, and a poker table. And there's of course, some garden stuff because I mean it's still a garage. So it's very simple. You can imagine like this is where if the teenage has friends over or there's a party going on, it's in the garage you keep around. You can be like in the entire backyard having a barbecue, and then you can be in the garage getting a drink and playing poker, just that kind of thing. So yes, really turned out great. This is the spa area. That little attic above the garage. I didn't really know what to use there because it was a very small space. So I turned it into like partly there's a yoga room with that yoga mat, and there's a tub, so you can have your mud baths and soak it in. So yeah, it's very very simple. And it's a good idea. It's a you can go straight from the master bedroom. So it just means that this might be the parents' little sanctuary. Yeah, finishing up a few details. Just making it looking a little bit better. Right. Okay, so yeah, just putting it's just basically just details now, trying to make it a bit more rustic, and this is why I tried to add those trims into the porch, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted, so I think I end up skipping it completely. Yeah, so this video is actually almost done. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow me and what I do. And I try to post videos daily, so if you want to keep up with everything that I do, just there's also a notification button next to subscribe, so you'll know when I publish a new video. So yeah, and also keep an eye out because I'm soon going to start publishing probably a 3-part speed build of a very big build I'm working on. So if you're interested in that, you have to hit subscribe and have a look out for when that's going to publish. I publish videos also every day at the same time. It's midnight Swedish time, which is probably like around 6 p.m. Western time. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
you.